Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So last time we finished up Snowhead Temple and brought spring to Snowhead. Today we're in the Goron village and talking to this Goron who sells the Powder Keg, the most famous product of the Gorons. So we need one of these to open Romani Ranch. But first we need to prove that we are worthy of using one. So we need to open the Goron racetrack, which we are also going to need to do for some other stuff. So this powder keg is on a timer. You need to carry it a certain distance. If it blows up, well, it blows up. So you just want to carry it and be very, very careful with it. So we are going to move as fast as we can to get this done. I'm not gonna say this is a super hard little quest to do, but it can be more frustrating than it should be sometimes, I feel like. But the main goal is just be careful. The main worry is the Wolfos. And these bridges, ironically enough, there's a certain spot on some of these bridges where Link just drops the keg for some reason and it just explodes. I think I had it happen in the long play on me, I want to say, or at least when I was like trying to record it. But this is the Goron racetrack here, so just go on ahead and put the keg in front of it. It will also blow up immediately if you shoot it with an arrow, so thanks a lot. I'm going right in. I'll be waiting for you, so you have to come see it. So now that the Goron racetrack is opened, we can do a couple of things, or really one thing with it, and it's going to be for the sword upgrade quest line. Not something I'm going to worry about right this instant, because we honestly have much more pressing time matters on our hands. Because we need Epona, like, now, so we are going to go back to the Goron over here, and he will give you a free powder keg now that you've passed the test. And we can open up Romani Ranch with it. So the main reason I want to open Romani Ranch is that there's something you do there on the first night. And it's arguably the most important part of that quest line, so I want to get it done. Right, we gotta talk to him as a Goron. So yeah, he'll give you a free powder keg now, and they're very volatile, so you can only carry one at a time, and he'll give you the arrow advice. So yeah, the powder keg is the biggest explosive in the game, and we can use it to open the Milk Road now. I feel like I went through that very, very quickly. But that's just the nature of how I'm playing this. I'm trying to get a pretty optimal cycle for the most part, so I'm trying to knock out as many things in this one as I can. So we're gonna roll over here, and we're gonna pull out the powder keg. And when you pull this out, this guy is going to be like, uh-oh, I better run away. So go on ahead, do that. And it is go time. So let's go get our horse. Because when we came here last time on the final day, Romani here was spooked by the aliens that came along, but this time, not so much. For that has not happened yet. It is my horse. Thank you, Tattle. I almost said Navi. Love Goron Link just like strolling over to Epona. Okay, so let's talk to Romani, see what she has to say. Hey, who are you? I'm Romani. I was given the same name as the ranch. What's your name? Link. Oh, that's a nice name, but how about Grasshopper? That's the name Romani gives you. See, you're wearing green clothes and you patter about when you walk, so Grasshopper it is. Romani was practicing for tonight. Tonight. They are coming. They come at night every year when the carnival approaches. They come riding in a bright, shining ball. A whole lot of them come down. And then they come to the barn. My older sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows. Hey, Grasshopper, I'm recruiting for an assistant right now. You're a boy, won't you try? Yes. Great, now that's the spirit Grasshopper. Okay, then I'm going straight into my strategy. They'll appear all over the ranch. They'll aim for that barn and approach it slowly. Hit them with arrows so they won't get in. Got that? Mustn't leave the ranch. Grasshopper, let's practice right away. There are 10 ghost-shaped balloons in the ranch, so hurry and burst them all. If you take over 2 minutes, you're out. The current record is a minute. Are you ready? So, you don't have to do the full side quest to get Epona. Just doing this part will net you Epona. So we are going to try to complete this as quickly as possible. Come on. There we go. All right, good. I think I've gotten this in about 30 seconds before. It's kind of hard to do it that quickly because you got to shoot a lot of these balloons from a very, very long distance to do that. But it's possible, to say the least. It's a very short thing, and it doesn't run up time on the clock. So that kind of helps. 3270, amazing, it's a new record. You two work perfectly together. I'll teach you Romani's horse calling song to you, Grasshopper. Now, you two keep getting along and go practice some more. She seems to like this song. I wonder why. The ironic thing is I wonder how she figured out this song. That's the thing that's always puzzled me about this, but I really like Romani. This is one of my favorite side quests in the game, is all the stuff with the Romani Ranch. This is one that I thought about just... So a lot of the stuff that we're gonna do, I thought about just like separating them into their own parts and their own cycles, just to like focus in on them, but I want to play a more time management style in this, but you can very much like separate all these. So we need to come back here at 2 o'clock in the morning, but that's not what I wanted. I am still kind of thinking that that is my opera. Oh, there's Epona. Okay, I don't need to play Epona's song. So, uh-oh, come on, Link. I think we have only until 6 o'clock to do this, so I'm trying to hurry. Because now that we have Epona, we can actually go race the Gorman brothers and get another mask. And we need this mask. I guess we don't need it yet, but I like getting it now just to have it, and not having to do it in a later cycle. So we're gonna come over here. The Gorman brothers should be here until night, I think. I hope. I usually do this at like 3. But it honestly took me longer to do Snowhead Temple than usual, I think. Is that pathetic thing your horse? I would have guessed that little thing was a mule for sure. Ain't that right, little brother? Do you think that a horse that pathetic would gallop if you pushed the stick forward or run faster if you pressed A? Yeah. So if we give these guys 10 rupees, we can race them. You only have to beat them once. It's not like Ingo and Ocarina of Time where you gotta race them several times. But this is going to net us our next mask. I do think this race is a little bit more difficult than what you would do in Ocarina of Time, but it's also a lot more interesting, so... I actually do really like the Gorman Brothers races. Kinda gotta be a little careful with it, though. You gotta manage your carrots a lot better. It's harder to pull ahead of them. This is gonna be your main chance to do it by jumping over fences like this. So we'll just go on ahead and use some carrots to do that. And you gotta be really careful around here because of these dirt patches. But oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna lose. I lost at the very end because of that. Oh crap. I never lose these races, and of course it's in my Let's Plays that I'd lose them. Because I did this same thing in Ocarina of Time. Huh. Let's Player's Curse. That's what it is. I'm telling you. I'm gonna try to manage the carrots a little better this time, though. I could have done that a lot better in the first race. So we'll just have to... It'd be nice if going through the grass actually replenished the carrots for you. They should have probably added more stuff like that in, if I'm being completely honest. I also think they have a lot of rubber banding on their AI. But that's fine. It's fine if they're a bunch of cheaters. Because, see, I got about the same time that time. I think I got about 48 seconds the first time, and I still lost, but... Oh well, I can't believe we lost. Big bro, I wonder if we can give that to this little guy. Gotta give him something. Well, he's a kid, so what could he do with it? It should be fine. There you go. Garo's Mask. The wandering ninja spirits who appear Epona once wore this. In exchange, you can't tell anyone where you got this. So there is someone that will tell you where to get this mask, but I always like to get it at this point in the game. And now it is a mad scramble to Epona Canyon, because this is yet another time-sensitive thing that I will be doing in this cycle, is the Epona Graveyard. So at night, there's this graveyard over in Epona Canyon that we have access to now that we have Epona. And you can get another mask here, 2 heart pieces, and the Song of Storms. So it is very important to go do this, for various reasons. This is also a good time to get the stone mask, but I think I'm gonna get that a little later, so we'll come back here to deal with it, probably before I go to Great Bay. Because we'll want that for that area, and I always hate going through this canyon because of this fence here. I hate this fence. I find this fence infuriating to get past for some reason. But the canyon is just over this way, or the graveyard. I don't remember if you have to do this before it hits night, but I made it before 6 o'clock anyways, so... I'm not going to complain. Yeah, welcome to Epona Graveyard. So, let's go on ahead and see what we can do here. The main thing you'll want to do is... Well, there's Dampe. He's chilling out here. He goes inside at night. He who awaken me, battle me, then shall I extinguish the furious flame. So, Awakening. Sonata of Awakening. I actually do remember the song. Up, left, A, right, A. Okay. So, one thing I recommend, have the bunny hood for this, and have a sword. I say that because we are going to be doing the sword upgrade side quest pretty soon, or starting it, and you won't have your sword for some time frames. But we need to catch up to this big skeleton, and these fireballs will get in the way. My recommendation is have the bunny hood on and do spin attacks. That way, the moment these skeletons come out of the ground, they will die. You can run past the firewalls, and you will eventually catch this guy. Once you hit him once, your fight with him truly begins. But this is a very, very easy battle. It's not challenging at all, really. So don't worry about it too much. Just get your hits in. This is a lot easier if you do upgrade the sword, but not all of us have that luxury now, do we? Oh, whoops, okay. Honestly, kind of thought that was the end of the fight. He honestly takes a lot more hits than I thought. Oh, jeez. Come on. There we go. Okay. Man. Wait, it is my loss. Sheath your weapon. I commanded the Epona army of Epona Kingdom atop the hill. I am called Skull Kita. Since being shamed by loss in a battle within my kingdom, I have waited here for one to come and awaken my soul. Young swordsman who has awakened and deftly defeated me, I shall rely on your power to fulfill my request. I ask you to take my soul, which rests in the fiercely burning flame, and convey your words to my men, who even in death remain loyal to me. Tell them the war has ended. Then I shall be able to drift quietly into sleep. Captain, sir, may I take leave, sir? Yes, sir. I love this cutscene with Captain Kita. I don't know why. It's just another, like, great example of, like, the healing that you do to ease people's regrets. This guy, like, lived a long life as a soldier for the Kingdom of Epona, and now you can finally come to relieve him of that duty with the Captain's Hat here. So with the Captain's Hat, the skeletons will, or the stall children essentially, will actually be able to talk to you. So that's very neat, very cool, and something we're going to be taking advantage of immediately, because on each night you will find around one of these gravestones some stall children walking around it. Go up to them, talk to them. Huh? Ah, Captain, sir. Excuse me, sir. Everyone, give the Captain your attention. We haven't seen you in some time, Captain, sir. As per your orders, sir, we've been guarding these graves closely. We have all been expecting your next order. Oh, whoops. Most of the time they pretty much have, or they'll have this same dialogue for all 3 nights, so I'm gonna skip it in the next parts, but, yeah, go on ahead and open the grave. There will be one thing to do here on each night, and the first nights is the most important, so that's why I wanted to get my butt down here and do this. I recommend having at least 8 hearts for this. It's honestly not easy what we're gonna do here, especially without the sword upgrade. I also strongly recommend having the sword upgrade before doing this, but due to time constraints, I do not. So that is fine though. Light the torch. I think there's another torch in here to light, but I like to just kill all these bad bats. I think these are bad bats and not geese. Light the other torch. Also on Zelda Recompiled here, the frame rate down here is just really bad. I don't know why. I don't got anything for it, I'm gonna be honest. It just kind of is, and I'm sorry about that, but yeah, in here is an iron knuckle, and oh no, I took too much damage. But you fight these the same way as you did in Ocarina of Time, but the issue is they are one of the toughest enemies in Ocarina of Time. They hit like a freight train, so, and I don't know why I'm holding up my shield. It's not helpful at all, really. I have fought one of these without the sword. I might have done that in my long play. I'm not entirely sure. But I did it while I was like waiting on the sword upgrade quest line to continue. All right, we got to be like really careful now, because the iron knuckle moves a lot faster now. And you don't want to be getting hit. Okay. Whew, got through that without taking any damage. That's good. That's really good. And we can learn another song. Dang, 2 songs in 1 episode. Which I am pretty close to getting to the end of this one. Are you the one who freed my soul? I serve the Epona royal family. I am the composer called Flat. The songs connected to the royal family that remain here were all composed by my brother and I. Oh, Sharp, my dear brother. He sold his soul to the devil and was the one who locked me in here. You who do not fear the dead, learn well the song that is inscribed behind me, and if you ever meet my brother, I'd like you to inform him. The 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song or my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. I have made my request. And once again, taking a final request from someone. These are a reuse of some characters that were in Ocarina of Time very briefly in the Kakariko Graveyard. 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song or my tears. Blah, blah, blah. Here is written the song that shall cleanse his cursed black soul. I hit down. So one thing to point out, this song is required. We're not going to be needing it for the main quest until much, much later on in the game, but it is something to go on ahead and pick up now, because why not? It's available and open. The Song of Storms has a couple of uses as well. I think it fills up a few puddles or something, but yeah, that's all in Icona Graveyard for night 1, and we can move on to some other things now that we have finished this. So what I'm going to do before ending off today is we're actually going to warp to the mountain village, because that is going to be our first stop in the next video. So with that, I will end this part here, and I will see you guys next time, where we will be upgrading our sword and fighting aliens. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.